Right. The water may be waiting on your feet. Well, we know the story of the children of Israel. The priests were to carry the Ark of the Covenant. We're at a dilemma. They had all this water in front of them, but yet they were told as soon as the sole of the feet of the priests were in the water would begin to rise and stand up. And so today I want you to know that the water didn't move first. The water didn't move first. The priests had to move first. They had to take a step. They had to take action. And we often want evidence before we step into obedience. But God is calling us to obey. God is now saying, show me the work, do the work, step in the water. And that's what we need to do. We need to show that we are willing to do the work. Why? Because faith without works is dead. And God knew. He knew that they had to do something. And so we often say, God, show me who is going to help me. Lord, who is going to help me? Where am I going to start? Where's the money coming from? What do I need to do? But the priests did not receive any dry path. They didn't receive the dry path until they decided to take the step and move forward and get their feet in the water. And that's when the water began to part. And so number two, I want you to know that that's an important part. Their assignment was not to move the water. God moved the water. They had to take the step. That's right. God moved the water. They had to take the step. And the priests were responsible for what? They were responsible for their feet. And sometimes we're trying to figure things out. We're trying to figure out our part. We're trying to figure out next steps. We're trying to figure out. But the priests, they had to do their part. They couldn't figure out the part that belonged to God. They had to do their part. And how will that happen? Who's going to open the door? Where will the provisions come from? These are the things that we often say to God. But guess what? God wants us to take the step. And all of that we're asking God, that's the water. That's not our part. That's the water. The question is, what am I supposed to do with my feet? What am I supposed to do? What are you supposed to do with your feet? Faith does not require the entire map. We're not going to have all the instructions. We're not going to know all of the details. It requires one obedient step, the next step. And what is God calling you to do? You may not know the step. You may not know the 10 steps. You may not know 20 steps, but God has given you one step. Take the step. What is the one step God is calling you to do? Is it to make the call? Is it to send the email? Is it to write the paragraph, the page, the book, to get started? Write the title. Have the conversation. Ask the questions. Do the research. Pick it up, pick it back up. Maybe God's calling you to pack. Maybe he's calling you to start drawing or play an instrument or start that business. What is the step that God is calling you to do? And then we can pray past the point of instruction. What are you talking about? Pray past the point of instruction. This is the time to pray for direction. Pray for direction. But once God gives the direction, prayer can no longer become the hiding place for obedience. Once we've prayed for instructions, once we've asked God to share with us and show us, guess what? Now it's up to us. It's up to you. It's up to me to move forward and take the next step. Now and today, I just want you to say, has God already told you where to put your feet? Has God already told you where to put your feet? And so here's today's faith challenge. Do one thing. Do one thing before the day is over. One thing that God has called you to do. You don't have to finish the assignment. You don't have to complete the whole task. You don't have to build the whole blueprint, but do one thing. We want God to tell us all of this, but we don't have to have all of that. Do one thing. You don't have to solve the whole problem. Just get your feet wet. Just get your feet in the water. I want you to write down in the comment, today, my feet get wet when I blank. Today, my feet get wet when I blank. And put that down in the comment. I try to read all of the comments so that I can connect with you. And I want you to know that this video is not meant to cause you to procrastinate, but is to encourage you to take the step. Is to remind you that it's not too late. Is to let you know that there's still time, there's still purpose in you, and you don't have to feel obligated to finish the whole thing. God just wants us to do one thing, just take the step. My coach often says, get your paper airplane up in the air. It may not fly far, but guess what? You've done it, and you can come back later and correct it. You can come back later, perfect it. You can come back later and make it fly even more. If this resonates with you, like, share, and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of the videos that are forthcoming. And until I see you again, remember that we are moving forward with faith, purpose, and alignment, knowing that today is the day, and today is our season. All right? Until the next time, talk to you soon.